You're not just going to do one thing, read a book and be an expert. That's not going to happen. How'd you like to have a brain surgeon, read the book and say, okay, well, let's have a brain surgeon, let's go on. That would be a life and death situation. You wouldn't want that. Well, this is life and death when it comes to your money.
People online have been diligently researching real estate mentors, seeking guidance on determining the best path to follow. My name is Linda, and here today we have Ted Thomas, who is the Tax Lien Certificate and Tax Deed Authority, and he has been mentoring newcomers for over 3 decades. Today's video is actually a part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1 yet, make sure you guys click right up here and go ahead and watch that. The questions today come from all different places on Ted's social media sites, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, Ted, we actually have a question from one of your subscribers, and they want to know, what is the benefit of having a mentor in the business of tax lien and tax deed investing?
Okay, what's the benefit? Well, the benefit is, I'll tell you something a friend of mine has on his desk. On his desk, he got a plaque on his desk, and the plaque on the desk simply says, invest in knowledge, it pays high interest. Now, he didn't create that. Benjamin Franklin did that 200 years ago. Invest in knowledge, it pays high interest. The benefit is you're going to make money. Now, I have people that start out their first year make $30,000 or $40,000. So let's say they bought coaching. Let's say they invested in real estate investment coaching or real estate investment mentoring. That would pay off any kind of fees they paid to that mentor.
It was a perfect follow-up to my home study course that I invested in. And my biggest takeaway is that when you do your research and you know what you're doing, you hire a coach, that if you go to an auction and you bid, you are a winner either way, because you won't overbid, or you'll get a great property for a good value that you can make some money on.
And now they got knowledge and they got money. What you're doing it for is you want to make money. Okay, a lot of people will say, well, find someone that you like and make sure it's a big friendship thing and whatever. You don't want any of that. What you want is you want a coach that's done it, or a mentor that's done it and can show you the step-by-step process of what they did so that you can follow it. Any information that you buy to read, if it doesn't show examples, forget it. I mean, you just don't need a lot of narrative and memorize things like you did in school. You need actual examples, or you're not going to be successful.
All right, we have a comment here from one of your TikTok followers, and they're asking, if I hire a coach to help me purchase tax deeds, what level of involvement is expected from me? Do I have to meet with the coaches weekly, monthly?
Wow. Okay. If you're going to involve a real estate investment coach or a real estate investment or a mentor of any kind in real estate, you're going to have to do it every day. You're not going to meet once a month. You need to go every day till you learn. There's a lot to learn. Okay, now I didn't say you have to spend all day, but you need to spend some time on that. And you're not going to buy anything until you've gone to a couple of auctions and see what it's like at auctions, or you've done it online and watched other people do it. This is a thing that you have to touch what you're doing. This is the property. You have to touch it. I tell people, don't buy anything unless you've walked on the property. If you haven't had boots on the ground, you don't know what's going on. All right, now, I have people that specialize in living in one state and they buy in other states, but they specialize, okay? I have other people, they won't do anything like I won't do anything. I find a property I think I'm interested in, then I don't care where it is. If I'm in Florida, I'll fly to Seattle. I'll look at it before I ever bid on it. Even if I'm buying online, I will go there and I will look at it. Why? Because I want to know what that is. I'm not going to make the mistake of buying a property that burned down. I'm not going to make the mistake of buying a property that's been through a hurricane. I mean, think about what we're talking about here. Once you buy this at an auction, when you write the check, or when you make the appropriate transfer of that money to the county, they're not giving it back. It's buyer beware. It's just like buyer beware when you're hiring a mentor or a coach. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. You want to get hands-on. You want to meet the people. You don't want to just hope for the best. Now, the world has changed because we can do what we're doing now. We're doing things with Zoom, makes a big difference, but you can tell whether the person's BSing you before long. Just be careful you don't invest a lot of money.
All right, we have a question here from one of your subscribers on YouTube, and they want to know, is it better to learn from a real estate course or a real estate mentor?
Well, I don't think one is better than the other. I think you need both. I think you need all of the above. I can tell you who's successful. You probably don't know me, but I've been involved in tax defaulted real estate for more than 30 years. I've really taught hundreds, it's probably thousands, but hundreds of people. And I have a business where I teach people how to do it. And I have coaches that teach people. We have electronic courses that you could watch and learn from home. However, I know who the successful people are going to be. How do I know? Because the majority of the people that go through the materials and learn how, and simultaneously have a coach, their acceleration is like that. Okay, think about a hockey stick. So let's say we got a hockey stick over here. The hockey stick goes like this. It has a lower part, and then it goes just like that. That's the difference between a person that's just reading a book as against a person that's going through a course and has a coach to guide them. We even have people, we'll hold their hand and take them to an auction. Now, I get paid to do that, but the point is we can do all of that process, and you're not just going to do one thing, read a book and be an expert. That's not going to happen. How'd you like to have a brain surgeon read the book and say, okay, well, let's have a brain surgeon, let's go on. That would be a life and death situation. You wouldn't want that. Well, this is life and death when it comes to your money, because when you buy at a tax auction, I'm going to tell you right now, you bought it. If you haven't done all the things right and had a coach and a guide, well, you missed out. You missed a lot. Well, the challenge for everyone is the same. They don't know who to pick. There's a lot of people expressing themselves online, whether it's Google or Facebook or YouTube, wherever they are. So a lot of expressive people saying they can do it, and you can do it too. So what I did a number of years ago is I just changed the ballgame. I just said, why don't we demonstrate what could really happen? Now, I'm doing YouTube videos. They last 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. Okay, so that's free. But I don't do anything else that's free. What I do is twice a month, I have an all-day virtual workshop. It's an all-day. It starts at 11 in the morning, goes to 5 in the afternoon. Now, during that period of 6 hours, people can eat their lunch because it's virtual. They can have their family watching with them. They can then see coaches. They can see guides. They can see facilitators. They can see all the people in my organization teaching, and they can see the results of what the teaching is. We can show them the individual, where they started to where they finished. Now, can we in 6 hours show you everything that person learned? No, but we can show you a ton, and we can show you tax lien certificates, we can show you tax deeds, we can show you auctions, we can go on and on and on. So people have to spend $47 to do that. I said $47, it's all they pay. They start at 11 o'clock, and it goes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they can just go right below me and register for that. This is a business of abundance. So there's 3,000 counties. There'll be at least 5,000 auctions. How would you know about it? Well, you have to call the county and get the information, or you have to get it online. But you got to do that, okay? What we did is we condensed all that information. Because in the old days, we had to call and get the newspaper and look it up. We don't do that anymore. We do electronically. So right below me, I've created a calendar. And you can electronically, with your cursor, you can go to any state in any county. There will be 5,000 auctions. You can go there and find the auction, how many properties are going to be. And then if you wanted to, you could go right into the county records and research and find out the appraised value, the tax assessed value, and do all of those things. And you can do that right below me, at least as a demonstration of it. And you can go there now.